I'm Lucy Edwards, Director of Client Success at VHT Studios, and today I'm with Jonathan Rundlett. Jonathan, you are the regional owner of Exit Mid-Atlantic.
That's correct, yes.
And what territories are you covering?
So we have the territory rights of Maryland, DC, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. So we work with and support all exit brokerages within that territory.
Well, that's quite a territory, and you have such a variety of markets. You have the ocean front, and you have inland, and you have cities, beautiful cities like Baltimore and part of Washington, D.C., right? That's your
Absolutely,
territory.
yes. And what allows me to be very favorable about this territory is that with real estate, values are held by the job market. And with having the government around the DC area here, our area is less prone to recessions and stuff like that. So when the Great Recession happened in 2007, 2008, our area, the values didn't decrease as much as other areas around the country because the government does support the real estate community in this territory. So that's why I'm very happy to have this territory here.
It's fortunate and unfortunate. I'm glad you have such great job market, and it's unfortunate that government doesn't expand their jobs.
Exactly.
But yes, absolutely. And I understand you are expanding more and more with your offices and ownership of Exit Realtors. So let's talk about that. How many offices do you have right now?
So right now we have about 50 offices throughout the 5 states, a little over 1,200 agents within the region.
Nice.
And we are looking to expand, as you said. So we're looking for people that either are looking to start their own real estate brokerage or might have an existing brokerage and would like to use the tools and technology and the support that Exit has to offer and convert their office to an Exit office.
So you have a whole process, how you're going to convert them. And let's say it's a small office of just mom and pop. Few people working there, and but they would like to grow and they don't have the tools, they don't have the technology, education. What is your process?
Yeah, so somebody that has an independent brokerage that's operating themselves, it's going to cost them tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to duplicate all the resources and tools that Exit has to offer. So by obtaining a franchise and being able to convert their office, we'll work with them. And what's nice is we also have the ability to do either mergers or acquisitions as well. So if somebody wants to get out of the real estate industry, our model has the unique ability to provide even retirement income. So if somebody wants to convert their office and then retire, they can still receive a percentage of the commissions of all the agents in their office, even after they get out of real estate as well.
You say I never thought of that one. I thought of just someone young but maybe not very experienced to get into a new business. But yes, someone would like to retire and they can trust you with the conversion.
Yeah, the average age of brokers these days is getting higher and higher. So a lot of them are thinking about retirement, and having gone through this pandemic, there's a lot of agents that now aren't going into the office and working from home. So people are thinking, should I continue to have this overhead of office and utilities and everything else? We have the ability to provide them from anywhere from 7% to 10% of the gross commission of all the agents in their office, and we'll take on all their expenses.
And I understand that you are offering a great foundation, the platform, the education, the training program for existing and new agents that are coming on board, or someone who is thinking of joining Exit.
Absolutely. There's 5 pillars that we really think make up Exit Realty. First one is training. As you go through and get your real estate license, in different areas, it's different requirements, but predominantly here in the metropolitan mid-Atlantic area, you need to take 60 hours of pre-licensing to get your real estate license. And predominantly, they're just talking about fair housing and laws and how to stay out of trouble, but they don't teach you how to prospect, how to work with buyers, how to work with sellers. So that's our responsibility, is to train the agents. So we provide training both for new agents and then also experienced agents that are looking to take their business to the next level. So anyone coming in, we have lots of training that we provide in all different formats, whether it's live, in-person training, online training, whatever the need is for the agent, we provide that for them. The second pillar is technology. We want to make sure that everyone has the technology that they need to make sure that they can be proficient and efficient in today's market. Everyone's going online nowadays to research property. So they need to be able to be proficient in technology. And most of the technology that we offer is done for you. You know, we don't want to have the excuse of, well, I'm not tech savvy. So most of the things that we offer are already done for you. You don't have to do anything. It's automatically implemented for you. The third pillar is culture. We like to make sure that we have a very, much like a good family. Everyone that's within the company is willing to share and help each other. There's some companies that you see successful agents, once they learn how to be successful, they kind of keep that hidden and close to themselves and aren't willing to share that with other people because they're nervous that it might impede on their business. Mm-hmm. Everyone within our company is very willing to share and help out everyone. So it's very positive to have this family-like environment within the company. And then the fourth pillar is branding. We like to make sure that we teach people how to brand themselves, not the company. There's some companies out there that they say, well, join us because we have this big brand and everyone's going to do business with you just because you're affiliated with our brand. We believe that it's you, the individual, the agent, that's going to build that trust, that rapport with that client to have them do business with you, either as a buyer or a seller. So we teach our agents how to brand themselves and then how to market that brand so they can generate leads for themselves. And then the fifth pillar is our financial plan that we've put together, a compensation plan that is unlike any other industry out there. We give our agents the ability to make even more than 100% of their own production with an additional income stream of residual income that pays you while you're working for the company, even after you get out of real estate and retire, mm-hmm. and also as a death benefit. So if something should happen to you, you have the ability to build a legacy and you're passing this income on to a beneficiary. Unlike any other compensation structure you'll see anything like out there. Absolutely.
So that is, what a great success story about your pillars. That's your integrity.
Exactly, exactly. So, and we like to make sure that all the agents are aware of that they're able to communicate that to help bring additional agents into the company, because that's how the residual component works. Any agent that you know that's either getting their license or has their license currently and is just looking to switch brokerages, if you refer them to a broker in any exit office throughout North America, doesn't have to be the office that you're working in, could be in California, could be in Canada. If you refer them to the broker and they end up getting hired into that office, corporate is going to pay you a bonus that's the equivalent of 10% of that person's gross commission, not just the first deal that they close, not just the first deals on the first year that they're within the business, but every deal that they close while they're with the company, up to $10,000 per year for every individual that you refer into the company, and you can refer in an unlimited number of people into the company. Then if you decide to get out of real estate and you want to retire, and retire doesn't mean I'm not working anymore. Mm-hmm. Maybe you just want to go to a different field and you get out of real estate completely. Exit's going to continue to pay you a bonus that's the equivalent of 7% of the gross commission of every deal that you referred into the company for as long as that person continues to work for Exit. And it gives you the ability that you can still refer people into the company. So not only will you get a pension, but you have the ability to increase your retirement as well, unheard of in any industry out there. And then with the beneficiary sponsorship, if something should happen to you, any beneficiary that you name, that beneficiary will continue to receive 5% of the gross commission of everyone that you referred into the company for as long as they continue to work with Exit. So it's a powerful, powerful part of the compensation plan.
It is indeed. And yes, some aspects just never heard of. you are the only company who is offering something like that.
This has been going on since 1996 when the company was founded. In more than 25 years, we've already paid out $500 million with a B in residual
Wow.
income to our associates. So it gives you the ability where some agents might be struggling to make ends meet because they may have had a couple of closings this month and then next month they don't have any. And there's these ebbs and flows of when income comes in. Well, this helps provide income even in between those gaps. So if they've referred somebody in and they closed a deal while they didn't close anything themselves, they're still getting residual income during that time period.
Well, that kind of answers my question that I was going to ask you. Why exit? Why should some realtors switch from their existing firms and join your company? But I understand that the benefits that you are offering are incredible, and also the support.
Yeah, I mean, what I see different about Exit than any other company that I've had a chance to meet and get to know is most other companies really focus on numbers. If I'm talking to them about opening up a brokerage, they're going to talk with me about how many agents I should have and how many transactions we should do to break even. And this is how many agents you should hire on because some are not going to make it. And this is how many you should have. Exit is really a company that was built by design. When our founder, Steve Morris, founded the company, he didn't want to just have another real estate company because there were plenty of them out there. He wanted to find something that would solve a lot of the issues that were in the real estate industry that have been around for hundreds of years. The fact that a lot of the real estate agents in the industry are not making a good living. This gives them an additional income stream. Most don't have any type of retirement. So if they don't save enough until the time that they're ready to retire, they just continue working. And that's why you see the age of average realtors getting higher and higher because people just don't have that retirement income. Whereas Exit provides you the ability to have that retirement income. So lots of issues like that have been solved by offering this residual component, and nobody else in the industry has a component like that. Now, there are some companies that since we introduced it, introduced residuals into their compensation plan, but all other companies have some type of profitability that's built into it. Keller Williams is one of the biggest companies in the real estate industry. And they have a residual component, but it's tied to the profitability of the brokerage. If the brokerage was not profitable that month, you don't collect anything. With Exit's model, it's a single level residual. If you refer somebody in, you're getting 10% of their gross commission. If they refer somebody in, you're not getting anything from them. That person is getting 10% of their gross commission. Whereas Keller Williams decided to do it as a multi-level, going up and down 7 levels, trying to get the people at the top paid more. Exit is a single level residual, and it's not tied to profitability, stock options, anything else that you see a lot of the other companies doing with that residual component. So it makes it very easy to track, to budget, to know exactly how much you're getting paid and when you're getting paid, because corporate is just going to direct deposit those funds directly into your bank account of your choice within a couple of days after closing. So it's unlike any other company out there.
Well, that's fantastic. I think it's a great opportunity for other realtors to join your team and to grow. And also, it's not just referral business. It's not just bringing in new agents. It's also supporting the existing ones and retaining the existing agents. So let's talk about today's market environment and how it's just like never before. Agents are going through so many changes. The last 2 years, we learned a lot, and actually, I look at it from a positive point of view, with technology and education and bringing yourself to another level. I think it's great. How do you guide your agents, and how do you help them to grow in today's environment where it's very competitive? Interest rates are going up, inventory is not there. So what's your approach to help them?
Technology is a big part of that. And as I said, what Exit has developed, and these are proprietary technology that our company has designed ourselves. So we're not reliant on third parties. There's some companies out there that They have some platforms that they're building their technology on that if that company ends up going out of business, they then have to scramble to migrate data and all that kind of stuff. All of our stuff is proprietary to our own company. And so we've built different things to help our our agents separate themselves from other agents in the industry. What are some examples of that? We have what we call our expert marketing suite. Any listing that you upload into the MLS, what our company automatically does for you, there's nothing that you have to do, there's no additional cost to the agent for this, is they create this expert marketing suite for that listing. So what does that mean? We create a specific website for that listing because, again, everyone's going online nowadays to research houses, so you need to have presence online, and having a specific website for that address is going to move that search criteria for that property higher up in the search engines. We then create a virtual tour for that listing. What it does, it takes all the pictures that you've uploaded into that listing, and it's going to scroll through the pictures to create a virtual tour. And the agent's going to get a link for both a branded and an unbranded virtual tour. Because in the MLSs, they don't allow a branded virtual tour.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'll have a link that they'll be able to upload into that. But for their own websites and social media, they want to have something that's branded for both the company and them. So we provide them with both of those links. It creates a specific QR code for that property, because nowadays most people are getting used to QR codes from restaurants, looking at menus and all of that. If they want to get information about a property, they can just scan the QR code and get that. It creates a specific text code for the property. So if somebody wants to get information about that property, they can text this specific code and all the listing information goes directly to that person's phone. It creates marketing pieces. So for when they're doing open houses, it has marketing pieces that are already developed for them that they can print out and bring with them to open houses or to distribute around the neighborhoods or however they're going to market that property. So that's just one of the tools. Another tool that we've implemented is our smart sign technology. See, if you're driving down a street and you see a for sale sign, many people are wondering, oh, I wonder how much they're selling that house for. Or I wonder what it looks like inside. But they don't have any way of getting information, so they have to write that address down and then either go home and look it up online or contact their agent. Well, on all of our for sale signs, we have right on there that if you want information about that property, all you have to do is text exit to 85377. And so what happens is the person's right there in front of the house, they text the information, it uses geolocation technology. So it finds the house that they're interested in based on their proximity, and it sends the listing directly to that person's phone. So now they can scroll through, they can see the pictures, see how much the house is selling for. At the same time, whoever requested that information, their phone number goes to the listing agent for that property.
Like a lead, yeah.
Exactly. So the listing agent gets information saying, hey, somebody at this phone number just asked for more information about your property, gives them a chance to follow up right away. Chances are they're still right in front of the house. Answer any questions for them, see if they're working with an agent. If they're in an area, I mean, there's certain areas within our territory, like DC, Virginia, where they allow dual agency.
Oh, okay.
You can be both the buyer agent and the listing agent in the same transaction. Now you're getting both sides of the deal, not just one side. If you're in an area like in Maryland, where they don't allow dual agency, you can at least refer them as a buyer to another agent. Now you're getting the listing side and
the
referral fee for the buying side. So it gives you the ability to increase your commission on transactions. And this is automatically done for all listings, doesn't cost anything additional for the agents. These are just things that we're doing to help the agents with technology to generate additional leads, to have them stand out from other agents as they're talking with sellers. That's done for them. They don't have to worry about being tech savvy. It's automatically done for them.
So Jonathan, since we are on that topic of marketing, and that is very important because I'm all about marketing. So with marketing strategy, and now with shortage of inventory, and you have multiple bids and offers, how do you keep your agents in the path of complete your marketing strategy? Whatever you promise to your seller, regardless whether you're going to have 9 offers by lunchtime, you are sticking to the guns and you are producing for many reasons. A, you promised it to your seller. B, you're going to use it for your listing presentations in the future. And C, for consistency and for your brand and reputation.
So a couple of things. One, we do provide the ability to have a CRM for the brokerages that gives them checklists and everything that should be followed, that we're going to check off every time that we have to do something for our client. We're going to make sure that nothing slips through the cracks and everything is completed and they can follow those checklists. The other thing that we've done as well is that we've partnered with Facebook. We were the first real estate company to partner with the executives of Facebook and did a beta test with them for more than a year and a half to use their data in their back of house to do different, what we call ad campaigns. So now anytime that somebody has a listing, automatically what we provide to them is our Facebook ad center. That is not just doing an ad in their Facebook, that it's only going to their friends and information that they have. This is using Facebook's total data that targets individuals that are most likely to buy houses in that area. And that's why it took about a year and a half to do all the beta testing, is to figure out who are the ideal targets to market these marketing campaigns to. What time should it be sent out? What days should it be sent out? What copy should we be using in the campaigns? What pictures work the best? So we've analyzed all the data and we've put everything together that now makes it, with a click of the button, that they can do an ad that goes out onto Facebook to promote their listings to generate additional leads as well.
But my question was more about professional approach. So in order for you to even upload those photos to Facebook or to create a virtual tour or to do whatever else you have to do, how do you follow through with your agents to provide professional photography, to provide professional 3D tours, or maybe a drone video when it's needed, or video for the property when it's necessary?
So ideally, what you want to do is partner with a company that's going to provide that specializes in doing those services, and VHT Studios is definitely
that's what I want to hear.
a partner that we have with Exit, that we make sure that our brokerages have the ability to get these professional photos that are done. And there's many different things that they offer, that not only professional pictures, as they go in and take the listing pictures and all of that, but then you might go into a property that, you might have a hoarder that has all sorts of information, and they have the ability to adjust pictures. And if you want to say, okay, well, the color that you have on these walls isn't, the best to present. So they can do things of, changing colors and showing all these different things. Now, it's important in the MLS that it's notated that these are, edited pictures.
Virtually staged.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But, working with a professional company like VHT Studios, they have that already all included in the packages that they offer to the brokerages. And it's been a great partner for us to be able to do the professional marketing, making sure that the properties look the best, because if agents that aren't used to taking pictures just go out and take them themselves, you can tell when you go onto the MLS.
You can tell the difference. You can definitely
and
see.
It makes a huge difference between traffic that's going to a property if it's presented well in the MLS and has professional pictures, as opposed to somebody just taking it themselves. It aren't used to doing pictures like that.
Oh, so. I agree with you, Jonathan. Jonathan, I would like to so before we go, I think it is very important, few words on the community, your relationship with the community, how you pay back, how you support your community as Exit.
So what's nice is that as part of our company function, we have what we call a Spirit of Exit dollar for dollar matching program. We have closing costs that are included in each transaction, up to the first 12 transactions per agent. And a part of that transaction fee goes towards charitable organizations. Now, when Exit first started, we partnered with Habitat for Humanity, and all of our charitable donations went to this organization. Several years ago, corporate office realized that many of the agents within the company have great charitable organizations that they want to work with and would be great benefactors from this charitable donations. So they switched our charitable program to this dollar for dollar matching program. So now any agent that wants to work with any nonprofit organization and raise money for them, they can apply to corporate, and corporate will match them dollar for whatever money that they've raised. So if they want to
something more local, maybe, right?
Yeah. So if they want to do, save the whales in this area, and they want to raise $10,000, and they're going to do this charitable event, they apply to corporate. Corporate's going to match the $10,000. So now they're going to present a check for $20,000 to that organization.
That is fabulous. I
So
think
now,
that's,
we've now paid out more than $6 million in charitable donations to these nonprofit organizations in this area.
So good for you. And it's great that you are giving the opportunity to your agents to stay local and help local and be part of the community.
Absolutely.
Well, Jonathan, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting us over, and thank you for your time. It was absolutely great.
It was a pleasure to have you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan.